What's going on? What the hell? Why is this program so hard to fucking run? Close that up. Holy shit. What? 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 Why is this yours like that? There we go, that's better. Alright. Someone asked, unfortunately the stream's a little late by comparison to what would be a normal stream on Thursday or on Wednesday. That is because it actually took a lot longer to download this game than I expected. It's not a very big game, and yeah, it still took way longer than I was expecting. It's in Japanese. The fuck? Can we fix that? We're gonna have to wait. Why the fuck is it in Japanese? Was it just the start? Like, is it... Brilliant. I've actually played this section before. Are you serious? That's... I mean, it'll be easier to hear, at least. It's a little like laggy. Yeah, that doesn't happen in game. Just gonna go here. Alright, she also has a sword that's a gun. I'm not quite sure how like the world system is built in this game. I don't remember, I think it's, I'm not sure if this is more magical or more like grounded. I have no clue what's going on. Lot of jumping around here. I kind of feel like skipping the cutscene, to be honest with you. It's been like 4 minutes and it's still going on. But it's like, that's kind of like part of the course of Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah. The CGI, they go a little way too... Well, actually... honestly, the game looks very similar model-wise to the CGI shown, so it's actually pretty good. And never played this game on PC. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that voice acting. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna do this tutorial. Try again. Yeah, things are not going well here. I could have sworn there was more movement. The world's dying for safety. I could have sworn there was like more actual free movement in the action fights. Alright, back again. That was it. Oh, she's so weak. There's not one. Oh, Lightning was Devil May Cry. I don't know where Lightning fully scales to, actually. Oh. Do you have any healing? Woohoo. I think this is a multiverse or has a pocket dimension, not too sure. Love the CGI on the cutscenes, also Zaz's best character. Not so much. Based on what I remember, she wouldn't like Dante, but she'd like Virgil. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's inverted. Oh, why is it? Oh, I fucked up my controls. Oh, this inversion is terrible. Why it only gave me one save? That's not why, no. Oh, my inversion is gross. What would you think of Virgil when he went about the deal in Dawn of Cry 3? I don't think Lenny actually gives a fuck about that sort of shit. Lion's a very goal-oriented person. Don't worry, combat does get more in-depth later. Nothing. Oh, that's the menu. At least it's not too hard to control on PC. I thought we were going to be in something a little more complicated. I do not like these camera controls at all. I mean, it's ultimately my fault. I wasn't paying attention too well. It does feel kind of weird coming from Persona's more like turn-based fighting style, something like this. At least she does like actually swap her attacks. Oh, very cool. Let me see. Settings. Let's try standard. Okay, that's better. It should just be Super Bear Neo. Okay, hang on. Well, I'm at it actually. Can we, Is there no way to change the... just look up Super Bear Neo. He doesn't upload too often anymore though. Or more accurately, he stopped uploading even before I stopped my monthly uploading or my weekly uploading situation. So you'll see more content from me than you will from Neo right now, unfortunately. Super Bear Neo. I was recommending a blitz. Oh, yeah, because that sets up their drop bar there. Oh, come on, that's followed up. Yeah, I forgot about that. That stagger mechanic's gonna be kind of important. Lightning is a soldier, yes. If I recall correctly, this intro scene, what the fuck? If I recall correctly, this entire intro section is gonna take about 2 hours. So get comfortable. Oh, looks like they're fine down there. Sucks to be them. If I remember correctly, it's going to take me like a fat minute before I actually start getting actual powers. Like, it'll be similar to DMC. Final Fantasy 15 was already trying to be fucking DMC. They just didn't have the actual combat like chops for it. We're gonna be getting cutscenes like every 5 seconds.
Ed, what are you doing?
I'm sorry you're playing some Final Fantasy.
Which one?
13.
Never played that one. Any good?
It's alright. I mean, like, after coming back from Persona, it's definitely the more streamlined RPG, that's for sure.
Did you find the XP exploit yet?
No, Kyle, I don't need a Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy doesn't have a stupid fucking grind mechanic, the real one.
The real one, wow.
Azura, sounds about right. Wow, as assaulting a woman. Can't sit. How dare he? I actually know I know the characters' backstories and to some extent because I actually made it to like the halfway point in this game at one point, but that was like years ago. Don't get too excited, level up. This game kind of limits you. That's fine. I don't really mind that whole situation. I don't really mind that whole situation as long as like the levels aren't egregiously fucking demanding. Oh, hang on. Unfortunately, it's not too complicated right now, so it's like I don't have to think too hard. Zaz is not based for that. And like every single fucking RPG, the music is much too loud. It's just on normal difficulty. I don't really feel like fucking playing fucking hard for this. Oh, hey, Red Dust, there he is right there, Super Bear Neo. That's his channel name. Yep, that was requested by Samaj. I don't want to go into Nocturne right away, so here we are playing FF13. That's not to say I'm, you know, scared or anything about Nocturne. It's just that I don't want to go through the grind fest Kyle is going to force me to go through. Because I know if I play on lower difficulty with Nocturne, Kyle's going to be like, oh, you know, did you really play the game, or did you play Weenie Hut Juniors? Something like that. That outfit's pretty cool, actually.
Dude, I'm having a nice relaxing day off and the neighbor's baby keeps crying. I'm so saying somebody killed that baby.
Your parents should have never had you. Is that what you're trying to suggest?
Let's rectify that mistake. I'm sure you have a toilet.
Okay, we gotta break him right now. Nice. Zim? Yes, Neil? Yeah, it's not Game Pass. I'm not gonna buy the 13 collection. It's gonna come to Game Pass eventually. It's not Game Pass. Hey, recently. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I'm being a bit too ballsy here. Actually, so TGS is actually apparently in swing right now, and a lot of those games are on sale, so I might pick up something else for the PC, depending. I'm trying to limit my splurging.
Has anything good been announced at the game show?
As far as I know, no. I don't think any of the companies we know have shown up yet. By the way, who you have titles, Gordon Ramsay videos, they're historical? I appreciate Lightning not hiding her fucking, like, goals right away. Because, like, there's no reason to. And I know there are a lot of, like, characters who are like, I can't tell you what I'm doing. It's like, yeah, I'm just after this person.
Are you saying that's refreshing?
I'm saying that Lightning's character is refreshing to for now. It's nice people not holding arbitrary secrets for no reason. Oh, is this another CGI cutscene? Lightning is similar to Virgil. She wants power to protect Sarah. Oh wait, is this where we meet Hope for the first time? What even is the actual rebellion over? I actually don't even remember.
Speaking of going, have we got any more news on the Netflix anime? Or is that just lost to time?
Bro, that was a mid. The Netflix anime was a mid. Never existed. People are like, oh, I want to see the Netflix DMC anime. Was never real. It's really on the nose that he fights for Nora when like technically I think that ends up being like the name of Hope's mom. I don't think there's any relation as far as I know. Alright, Ozma. Alright, it's time to play as the most annoying character and honestly probably the most useless character in this game. Like, I know that no one likes Snow, like even the Japanese community doesn't like Snow, but Snow's like, I think like the worst character to play as. I think like, if I remember correctly, his kit was garbage.
So, what is Snow the Prompto of 13?
No, because Prompto's somewhat useful. Like, Snow has no real purpose at all in gameplay or in the story, if I remember. Like, I guess it's somewhat spoilers, but I think they turned him into a villain for the next 2 games to make him like more relevant. The Shogun. Oh, right.
Yes,
Oh.
Snow does become that.
Snow build is pretty tanky and cold, but the character is ass. I remember it was tanky, but this game doesn't really need tanks. At least, not from what I remember.
I don't know, man. I think I've already said my thoughts on the 13 trilogy as a whole, but
I take you're not a big fan. Snow. Well, I mean, yeah, Fang's better. I remember Fang was actually pretty useful. Yeah, no, this just came out, like, Smaller asked me to play it. I think it'll be like, what, maybe like a 20-30 hour game, maybe? I'll probably have it done by the end of October.
from what I remember, this game isn't too long, especially compared to some other FF games, but it's just, yeah, man, do you really want to go for those 20 hours?
It's either that or I go play SMT and I'd rather deal with this first.
Play a real Final Fantasy. Play 10.
I think I still have the artwork for 10, but I do not like 10's fighting style. Or 10's combat system is like... Oh.
No, I thought you didn't like... No, I thought you didn't like 9.
No, okay, yeah, I think it was 9. Yeah, 10's the one with Tidus, right? I haven't played 10 now.
Yes.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, wait a minute. What? Well, I was gonna say, wait a minute. What was? Okay. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10's fighting system's not bad. It's a little bit confusing and not user friendly to begin with, but it's fine. You learn it.
I think that I'll go on to say that Final Fantasy X's gameplay is probably one of the best in the series. Truth be told, it's like, here's the thing, it's really balanced. Like, every character in the game is useful in some different type of way. And there's no useless character in there. The only way they will be useless is if you just don't use the grid system right. And so on and so forth.
I'll say, what's a grid system? It's a good run.
Okay, so I don't...
Basically the way to make every character on there just brutally broken very early in the game.
Listen, the grid system is probably one of the best things in an RPG, but yet it's not used as much in any RPG. Like, Final Fantasy X and some other, I remember some other game having something similar to that, but other than that, the grid system isn't really used in a lot of RPGs, and probably for good reason, because as Kyle mentioned, that shit can be abused pretty easily. It's not even funny how, well, not abused, but more like, if you like use your spears right, you can make your characters broken as fuck. Especially once you start crossing in the other characters' grids.
You know, I'll say this. At least
essentially, if you plan on like doing everybody's ability board, eventually you can basically have any character have every move from everyone else, so they basically stop being unique.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, yeah, in a sense, technically yes, but like most players will never to this point. You have to grind to get that. Like,
oh,
if you want
grind?
to,
That's Kyle's favorite action.
But no, for the
I tell you
most part,
what,
characters.
go fight Seymour and then come back to me. Go on, then go fight Seymour.
Which Seymour form? Because I don't even think you would get past Seymour Flux.
Wow. Whatever the fuck that means.
The
I don't
third
know what
one.
the fuck that means.
The third one that cuts you off at the pass.
What the fuck?
That's Seymour Flux.
Hang on,
Oh,
there's home.
Yeah. I find this funny too, cause I'm playing Final Fantasy. Well, I'm in the process of finishing it.
Yeah, because you're playing 10, right? I think I've seen you be playing that.
Yep, I'm playing 10, and then I'm gonna move on to another Final Fantasy. Bulls? Are you talking about?
Oh yeah, because they say there's.
Okay. What?
Why am I disconnecting so much right now? What the fuck?
コウソ大丈夫
I don't know what the fuck this woman's thinking going off to fight. Like, you probably never held a weapon in your life. Why are you picking up a gun to fight? Look at that asshole right there just sitting down, like a fucking very capable of fighting. No.
母は強しよ
Oh, Final Fantasy 13.
最後の一丁っと
I totally knew that without looking at the stream or anything.
こ
Totally.
いつは置いてく誰か持っててくれ
Are you Mangler?
That is Mangler.
Yes,
いざって時は
yes, it is
みんな
I.
を頼む
大地
That's the video you wanted, right?
調子いいやつ
What?
That's the video you wanted, right?
Oh yeah,
隠れてりゃ安全だ
thank you.
僕らの敵はすぐ片付く
I think Vanille's the one narrating the
みん
game
なで家
actually.
に帰るぞ
ほらみんな立って
よし行くぞついてこい
Mangler voice sounding like he's been hit by a truck as like always. Yep. That's the death stare right there.
さ
What's wrong with truck
急い
team?
で
I'm just saying Mangler just sounds like he gets hit by a truck. It's okay. So Hope loses his mom, but then he gets to bang lightning. So I think it's a fair trade-off.
サイコムなんかに負けんじゃねえぞ
私らに任せな
Responded to Baltican's attempts to upgrade Cage to Bluetooth on PSP.
Yep. So you're saying that Lightning wouldn't care that Devil May Cry 3 Virgil's goal ended up bringing death and hundreds of people? I don't know her Lightning being a very altruistic character. She's very like one mindset.
Is Lightning the girl?
Hang on, Mangler. I'm gonna check and see if I can't. Oh no, I already know I can't lower the audio.
She's the one in the front. I can't even hear her audio.
She's the pink one.
Yeah, I know. She's the one in the front cover them.
Kyle, Afeti's saying that he grinded to get all of his party to level 99. Is he a real Shin Megami Tensei player now?
He's not just real, he is
頼む
God.
ぜ
That depends. What is Lightning's personality?
Well, I haven't played this game in a fat minute, so I'm just going off what I remember. I'll let you know after I'm done with at least where I've at least gone through a bit of the game.
But you played Dissidia, you should know.
In Dissidia, she doesn't care about anybody! She's just like, get out of my way or I'll kill you! And then she's like, I'll carry the party now!
Her general goals are related
Look.
to just like the ends justify the means, and she would have no problem with Virgil doing what he did in 3.
Look, Zim, can I just say that in Dissidia just showing that Noctis is easily the best. Trying to make friends with everyone, but no one wants to be friends with him.
Let's be fair, most people in DMC don't have a problem with what Virgil did. They have a problem that Virgil did it, and they assumed he did it just for power reasons. Which is half true. They just never asked what the fucking power was for. They're just like, oh, power for the sake of power. You fiend. They never, like, the story never made it an issue that, like, Virgil killed all those people.
Which, to be fair, is one of the complaints people have about the series.
I mean, they shouldn't be complaining about that when you consider the fact that Mundus is, like, a threat to all of existence, and Virgil's actions lead to him dying. So, if Virgil didn't do what he did, Mundus would have had enough time to get revived, would have invaded the human world and fucked everybody. But Virgil proactively decided to go and try and take him out, which is what he was intending, because his whole purpose was to secure his own protection, which he would have killed Mundus as soon as he got the Sparta sword. Dante just fucked off. That would have, like... I don't know why people have a problem with, like, what he's doing in the tower unless they weren't just paying attention to his, like, general goals or his knowledge. I mean, it's not like he identified...
I mean, even before we knew 4, even before we knew 4, he literally goes out of his way to explain that he wants to protect something.
Oh yeah, and then when he gets into hell, he sees the 3 eyes and he's like, oh, it'll be fun to fight with the Prince of Darkness. So it's like, he knows who Mundus is. like, you need all... Do we need to have, like, a direct statement that spells out, I want to kill Mundus? Is this how hand-holding the series needs to be? Come on, guys. Come on. Then Devil May Cry 5 decides to throw those motives out the window. It technically didn't. It just exacerbated Virgil's hatred of Dante. It didn't compromise any of the things that he did in 3. It just made it seem like we've always hated each other. Which is not true. Because at the end of 3, Dante is literally crying because he thinks Virgil is gone, because he left him behind in the demon world. And then when he thinks Virgil dies, he goes into depression. And so, it's very clear.
No, Mangler, it's not... No, Mangler, it's not sad because it's not baby-fed and it's not with a child.
Oh, that's right. Dante never...
There's no walking segments, it can't be sad.
Dante never said he was sad, therefore he can't be sad. We don't have a direct statement, so we can't confirm that he was sad. We also didn't see any tears, so none of Lady's dialogue actually matters. There we go. I did it, guys.
What do you mean Devil May Cry? What do you mean Devil May Cry is deep? It's never been deep.
What is subtlety? We don't have that here.
Wait, what do you mean that characters have actual motivations and get the stuff?
Possible. Well, guys, I'm not even saying this is like amazing writing. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, I think I can probably figure out what Virgil's goals are, and they don't amount to just killing people. So I recall
no reason
that
for him to
people
do
have
this.
way less problems with, like, have way less problems with the number of antagonists that I could probably come up with that have killed far more people than Virgil did. For far shittier reasons. Whereas Virgil's just like, I just want to secure my own safety. My safety just happens to be tantamount to killing this guy that murdered my family that's going to take over the entire universe, effectively the multiverse. But nobody's going to mention that. No, nobody's gonna mention like what.
Well, after you add 4, there's kind of the extra context. They want to protect Nero as well now.
Well, after 5, yeah, he didn't know Nero was alive, but like, my point is just like, for starters, as soon as he figures out he has a son, he's like, oh, damn. Well, I don't really want to fight you anymore. Which is, like, extremely out of character for Virgil. So, generally speaking, we could probably argue that if he knew he had a son, he probably would not have mained the Force Edge in that final fight. It would have been Yamato all the way, and Dante would have lost.
Virgil just didn't want to be a parent, that's why he didn't want to discipline Nero.
He's just like, my father abandoned me, so I'd rather not. I'd rather keep with.
Let's be serious. Virgil probably would have been like a great father to learn stuff from. Probably not emotionally, but
Oh, if we're talking
He would have
like
been like,
general knowledge of the world, I don't think like Virgil would have been like that bad of a father. I think he still would have been there. The problem is that like Virgil has this issue where his security is compromised, and that's the thing that matters to him, is like the position of like strength. Once he secures that, there are no longer any problems. That's one of the things that like people say is like a flaw about him, but that's actually a very good thing about his character. His goals are extremely linear, which means assuming he accomplishes them, he'll achieve a massive amount of success with who he is as a person, because it's a very simple goal. The only problem is that he has to fight some of the strongest people in the cosmology to get it done. And that just happens to be his direct family. Which I love how DMC3's like source material tries to make it sound like the instruction manual, the guidebook, they try to make it sound like not even the safety of his brother is his concern. And then the final fight comes around and Virgil misses the final strike. Dante's like, I'm willing to kill you if necessary. Virgil's like, haha, I'll do it too, bro, then misses. It's like, dude, who are you trying to fool?
What the fuck is that, man?
Dante got hit by the you don't know what you have until it's gone stick. And then Devil May Cry threw that out the window too. I mean DMC, oh, I mean, I hated that line in 5 where he's just like, it's not about loss. It's like, strength is a choice, fighting like hell to protect what matters. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? How does that not apply to Virgil?
Because Virgil didn't have motives, Mangler, and so those didn't exist. The subtext was all ruse, like deception, if you will.
It's like, okay, so what was Dante protecting exactly?
His pizza.
Like, yeah. Like I sure as hell wasn't trying to protect the humans, and don't anybody give me that shit. And it's not like Virgil went in there like, I'm gonna kill humans. I'm gonna kill humans, or I'm gonna like protect the demons, or like take over the demon world. In no point in time does he make this clear as his intention. He's literally just like, I just want security for myself. That's all I want. Then DMC5 comes along and he's like, I actually want to be protected.
What the fuck is that?
We're like, okay. That's kind of nice. I guess. Relatable. Dante's like, well, my motives haven't changed. Okay.
Sorry, Mangler, I'm seeing a giant fucking puppet being brought out to the battlefield.
Cool.
What the fuck is this? And why are all these games so damn low?
I would like to point out that the reason Virgil seems very compelling in Visions of V is not because he's had all this time as Nelomangelo and he's recovering. It's because he was already that compelling of a character to begin with, and we're simply just seeing more of him now. Granted, it definitely does help that, you know, we can just see his time after the fact and his perspective on the events of 3. And it is true that he is technically wrong about using his humanity, but a lot of people took that to mean like Dante was correct. And that, I don't think that's what the intent of the scene was. I think the intent of the scene was meant to be that what Virgil was lacking specifically
That
was humanity.
CGI is actually really fucking good. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Because I was going to say, like, DMC5 is not just meant to be Virgil's story, it's meant to be Dante's, because it's about both of the sons of Sparta, because the entire game is about Dante figuring out that, like, he can no longer just do with being half human, half demon. He needs to fully embrace his demonic heritage. And that's the, like, he needs to treat it as a part of him, consistently, and he needs to give into it. Whereas it's what Virgil's been doing the entire time. But, you know, effectively, like, Virgil
飛び移る
technically learns this before Dante does because he does with SMT. Whereas Dante takes until like halfway through the game. I think it's just easy to finally realize that.
I'll say this, I think the character models are comparable to 15, but they're comparable. I wouldn't say they're on par. The lighting and everything else got way better with time. The effects did too. But like the character models, you can like see the fucking hair detail and like Hope's hair. That's pretty... Poor Zaz. Afedi, now I'm gonna go beat every single secret boss so I can prove to Kyle I'm a real SMT gamer.
Listen, why can't you aspire to be like him?
We only play games on stream, for the most part.
I need more bullets.
死ぬわけねえさ。ああ。
He killed me.
シャキッとしろよ。大将だろうが。
Who is this person?
Kyle's him accept the grinding, don't deny it. Kyle over here is just like fucking... Get who home? Bruh, she's a mom! Hope, how stupid can you... Well, not Hope, my bad. Snow, how stupid can you be?
Okay.
Just say I've started playing a little bit of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma, or whatever the first one's called. Not Black. It's like just the, I guess it's the re-release after Black, because Black is supposed to be the first version, or whatever. That game is super tight in its controls. Oh my god. Why is that game so tight? And why does it lack a move list and like proper tutorials?
But can you jump?
I can jump, I can wall run, I can do all sorts of crazy shit.
Wait, you bought the Ninja Gaiden collection?
Yeah, I did. We're not sure whether enjoying.
So what comes in the collection?
All 3 original Ninja Gaiden games, and all their DLC.
So,
It's on sale
so
right
which
now.
one specifically?
Ninja Gaiden, oh, the 3 main series from the 3D era. So Ninja Gaiden 1, 2,
Oh,
and
so
3.
like Sigma, Black, and 3?
Yes, I think it's Sigma 1 and Sigma 2, not Black.
Yeah, they didn't include Black. Black is like super fucking hard. Which I'm not really sure I understand that part, because after going through Sigma, once I got to the Hayabusa Village in Mission 2, I'm remembering enemies that are not there in the Black version that are certainly easier in the Black version. For some fucking reason.
Well, you've been going up against the entire community on that one.
Assuming they're doing that,
This is the first 2 levels.
would it be too much trouble to get a DOA collection?
Unfortunately, if you're not Nintendo, yes, apparently. I'm looking forward to the SMT Dante boss fight. Why do you guys hurt me like this? I mean, I bought SMT already. It was on sale. I managed to get it for like way cheaper, but like... Oh. Why do you guys hurt me like this? Zen versus his hero. Move, 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 you stupid!
I think it'd be I think it'd be very enjoyable to see you go for the Kalpas.
You say enjoyable, but you just mean you're gonna be fucking laughing at my fucking frustration, aren't you?
What part of enjoyable missed you?
I think Virgil fit better in SMT's verse.
SMT like.
I'm sure Zim will call the writing on SMT3 trash. How bad is the writing for SMT3? Because like I didn't insult Persona's writing. I just pointed out the fact that it cheats to give you the victory on Adachi.
Zim heard the drum and walk and he's like, it seems our fates have aligned. I just find it strange that that man is at like the center of like every good role for like a dubbed character in like a Japanese.
Who is?
Johnny Young Bosch.
Yes.
Just don't compare it to Persona games. Why would I not compare SMT to Persona? Aren't they the same series?
They're the same series, but they're very different in terms of tone and so many other things.
しけた音だな。
I've been shot.
はいが
So
ね。
Zim, I'm just gonna tell you this now. There are SMT fans where if you just said that line, they would have strangled you.
It
like-
says Shin Megami
You can ask
Tensei
Neo. Neo
Persona
can back that
4!
Neo can back that up. They would have strangled you.
I'll fight.
The
I'll
only
fight.
one you'd get away with, the only one you'd get away with is if you're talking about Apocalypse.
Nah, I'll fight anybody on that one. I've seen the original box art. If I get strangled, I'll strangle them back.
そんな暇あったら走れよヒーロー。
This is you know, these are just the rules of nature. Killing each other over whether or not SMT and Persona are the same thing. Just the rules of nature.
Thanks, now it's in my head.
Man, can this intro like be a little fucking faster, please?
Oh, that's how I died. Nailed Pokemon with an SMG.
Don't worry, Zim, you're an SMT player.
俺だ俺。撃つなよ。お前ガキ好きだったっけ？頼まれたんだ。あ？
It's a 20-hour tutorial.
スノーさんお疲れっす。
Man has 10% health left.
おかえり。
それちゃんと使えたのか？
Persona 4 has SMT title.
しっかりしろ。
I don't know.
こいつだ。
言いたいことあるんじゃないの？
Her outfit is so fucking weird. Like, how do you even put on that beat outfit?
でも
Like, is there a latch at the bottom of it?
手伝おうか？
Laughs in Persona. Persona's like, dude, there was no gameplay in Persona for the first 2 hours.
大変だったんすから。
無事か？
2 hours? Getting that little bit credit, aren't you?
ガキどもだよ。一人の
What if I told you if you start 5, you'll get gameplay within the first half an hour?
I don't believe you.
Well, believe it. You
See,
get 2 sections, and then you have to sit through 3 hours of movie.
well, that explains it. See, Hope's not ready to talk to fucking Snow yet because he hasn't got hit puberty with lightning yet, so, you know, just gotta wait a little longer.
遺跡に行ってくる。ガキどもを頼む。任せとけ。
I'm playing
Yome-san
Split
ni
Gate.
yoroshiku.
Very stressful right now.
お前は嫁さん。俺はガキか。美味しくねえな。今度おごるよ。嫁さんの手料理な。式のご予定はいつですか？お前らだけは招待しねえ。ふざけんな。ふざけんな。
私も
Now, Kyle, will Zim die against Matador? And I remember the first fucking thing these fuckers said, I think it was both Neo and Kyle, they're like, oh man, I can't wait to see him go up against Matador. And I'm just there thinking to myself, Matador was a shit persona, how bad could it be in SMT?
I hope Gira McCullough fucks your shit.
Who?
Gira McCullough.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
You will.
How bad can it be? Matador, red carpet, fuck.
何
Already?
Actually, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this now, so you can decide. Are you gonna try and go for a physical build, or are you gonna go for a magical build?
I don't. Is magic actually viable in fucking SMT? Because in Persona it was basically physical or nothing.
Like Dark Souls 3.
What was Virgil conveying when he said, if I beat Nero, by default I beat you, then says this has nothing to do with you, stand down? Okay, so that's basically Dante agreeing to the fight, but like Virgil doesn't want to fight him. Zim, luck build?
That's Virgil just like, alright, what's the easiest win condition I can do to solve this conflict? I'll just agree to beating up this child that needs to go to bed. And then as soon as they start fighting, Virgil's like, wait a minute, I don't actually want to fight my son. Damn.
He's like, okay, Dante, do
Why
this.
the fuck did I agree to this? You guys have to remember, just because Virgil makes a decision doesn't mean it's a smart one.
What's a luck build? What the hell is a luck build a luck build in SMT sounds
Father,
like what?
Father, what do I get for beating you? You can borrow my book. There, don't say I don't give you anything.
You better not scratch it. I don't want to see a speck of dust in between those pages, boy.
Well, he looks at it and like most of it's William Blake and the other half is just like, here's all the text on alchemy, demonic power, and every magic system that exists.
I had a lot of time in that month I was V.
So I thought I'd get busy and just write down everything I knew from my entire life. Here you go. Thought it might be useful.
Now, unfortunately, it's in size 4 font, but I'm sure you'll be able to read it with the magnifying glass.
No. No. What's great is that it's in the correct font and everything, but it's in Spanish. So Nero has to spend like a good day just like formulating a desire so that he could read a different language, and he's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? At this point, it'd be easier to learn the language.
Spanish, you mean French, right, Mangler?
Turns out Virgil didn't put it in a specific language. He just enchanted it so that it changes the language every time someone tries to read it.
So, she's already a fallacy.
Are you telling me he just? I was just gonna say, are you telling me he's just Tower of Babel, the fucking book?
No. See, what he does is that you need to be able to like completely recite William Blake, at least his poems, to the complete degree of their authenticity. Because if you don't, it'll change the language every time. So the main portion of the book has the William Blake portion. You take the test, and if you recite it accurately, you'll be able to read the reference section, which includes all the information you left in here. If you don't, it gets locked off. And if you try to read it, it'll just be in like an incomprehensible language. Every time you go back to get a reference source, it'll change the language. There we go.
Apparently there are...
Oh my god, Ifedi, shut up. Dude, who would pick this map? This map is garbage. This map is an embarrassment to mankind.
Wait, who am I playing as? Oh, I'm playing as... Oh, okay. If I remember correctly, Vanille's actually like super strong in the early game. I think her weapon has like high fucking orange bar setup. I already forgot what it's called.
Dude, you have 12 health left. Oh my god, one bullet. Any portion of your body. So stupid.
Can't go there. Yeah, all I know is that every fucking time I hear about some Tree Nocturne, it's either Matador or some fucking bullshit.
Matador isn't even like hardest boss in that game.
I see. She has curable. Oh yeah, I'm referring more to attack here. Yeah, because like look at her fucking look at the way the orange bar fills up real quick. The stagger meter. Like she builds that shit up real quick. I'm so used to her being a debuffer, magic type, and Opera Omnia. Oh, is it? DF seems to be overreacting.
Kill him? Yes, I killed him. Oh my gosh.
So, do you have the alternate costume? Do you have like costumes from Word Go or no? I think later on we get the ability to switch between the characters, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. I also forgot if this game's like fucking if it's like fucking Persona, where if like the player character dies, is that like enough for fucking like does your entire game over? Character swapping later on. Too bad there's no Adachi. I actually got done watching the Adachi chapter for the fighting game recently. I watched it earlier today. You know, I'm just glad to see that consistent Uni plus Adachi feels good. Out of nowhere. I mean, like, so it's kind of weird because he like loses consistently to the main antagonist of fucking Ultimax, but like, well, I guess lose is not the right word, but it's kind of confirmed that guy's consistently stronger. Although you could just argue it's because Adachi's out of shape, since he's never really hurt by the attacks. It's more like he's just tired afterwards.
Yep.
Yep.
So in 13, is it like 15 where you have to unlock the ability to switch?
I think so, yeah. I don't think you unlock it in a character board though. I think like just at some point in the campaign they just give you the ability to switch. They just randomly give it to you. I mean, there's really the only reason you would switch is if your dedicated characters aren't doing their job. パレスの近くに住んでいた人も一緒にパレスに放り出す。パージってそういうことでしょ？ここにいたら僕らもパレスにパージされて。だから何？何ってパレスは地獄なのに。So does it like Adachi in the arena game? I felt like Adachi in the arena game is really weird by comparison.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, on the sale for the TGS sale, Persona 4 Arena's on there.
Persona 4 Arena?
Yeah, it's on there for a couple bucks. It's under $6, I believe.
On Xbox?
Uh-huh.
Hang on, let me take a look at this. Because I don't think it's on Steam. If it's on Xbox, I'll probably buy it to give it a try.
Oh no. I keep getting slapped by people, by a person with a random melee weapon in a game where everybody has guns. First world problems.
Well, no, Adachi's still being an ass, but it's like... Persona 4 goes out of its way to try and make Adachi seem more likable by the end of it, which is kind of weird. Like, the main game doesn't do that, but it looks like the expanded material, at least based off Ultimax, does, which is super weird. Because Adachi's a serial killer.
Was he not likable in... Wait, were you playing the base version or were you playing the extended material?
I was playing the base version. I'm saying the extended material. Well, it's like they try and do like a pseudo-redemption with him, I guess I would call it. Or it's like they're trying their best not to just redeem him outright or like make it seem like it's okay what he did, but they also like want to make you like him and like not like despise him after a while.
I mean, thought he was based, so clearly like it succeeded without the redemption arc, so I don't know. I don't know what your complaint is exactly.
Well, because they try to make him less base, man.
Oh, it's only based if there's no attention brought to it. Got it. My bad.
Is there something wrong with me there? You seem a little upset.
No, I'm fine. Clear point of miscommunication.
Thankfully, the combat system's rather easy in this game, so I can just play. No, I can just play like this.
Wait, does Arena actually have a story mode?
It does. It takes place after the main game. Well, actually, depending on what arena you're playing, it takes place after Arena 2.
I was gonna say, are the Arena games canon to like the original games?
Yeah.
Or just to each other?
Oh yeah, it's right here. Persona 4 Arena is on Xbox.
It is. It is what?
What are these actually? Yeah, so this is just the base. Yeah, so this is just the base game. I'm curious if the Ultimax one is also on Xbox or not.
But they fixed the canon issues with Arena too.
Oh, Melty Blood already dropped? I was thinking about getting Melty Blood actually. Hang on. I was checking to see if there's anything else. Yeah, looks like that's the only thing. Just base, no Adachi. But they fixed the canon issues. Well, okay, so Kyle told me that technically Arena and Arena Ultimax are both canon.
Are they canon to each other or to the main game?
To the main game.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, sometimes with spin-offs you have a weird situation where they're not exactly connected. But again, I don't play the Persona games, so what would I know?
So the way Kyle said it is the issue is Arena. Wait. So is Arena Ultimax a separate story? Because the way Kyle was saying it, he made it sound like it was a separate story.
It's the sequel after Arena.
It's like it was a separate story. Okay, well, hang on. Well, let me see what Afei's saying here, because it sounds like Afei's just saying that, like, they just revamped the first... Oh, that's like this. But they connect the issue with bringing Marie on Arena 2 and saying events Arena 1. Okay, so Arena 1 is still a separate story? Okay. Wait, so then... Is Arena 1 where, like, you meet those other characters? Like that one bitch who tried to kill Adachi with a rapier?
You know, you could just play P3 and you'd understand everything.
That's right. Wait, is she from P3 then? Is that why you told me to go through P3 story first?
She's one of the main protagonists. She's one of the main party members of P3. Yes.
What a bitch! Why is she talking
Also-
about Moedachi?
Also, you're doing yourself a favor. You're not doing yourself a favor by just not playing Persona 3. It's an amazing game. What are you doing?
I have no way to play it, and stop with your black magics. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna
I
use
know
the
how
E
you can.
word.
I know how you can play it for free.
No, Kyle. You and the Seven Seas are cursed. Bad
I know a
Effetti.
place. I know a place that has no malware.
No, you don't.
Oh, good enough.
All you know are lies and
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
All you know are lies and deceptions.
I know the truth of the world.
Oh yeah, by the way, whoever said that this game was like a 20-hour tutorial, they were wrong, by the way.
No, so if I remember correctly, this is it's like the first half of the game is like just a streamlined like fucking rail section, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't get, and it's gonna be a while before you get to the open part of you would usually get in a Final Fantasy game. So just be wary of that.
Yeah, no, like I've actually played this game before, so I know I'm in for like a rail section for the next 20 hours.
Are you telling me that this is where it started with 13?
Yeah, wait, the open world or the rail sections?
The getting hard railed.
No, I would say actually, yeah, no, I think 13. No, wait, I don't know. I haven't played the others to like really give a definitive answer there. I think.
Because so when I mean a hard railed section, I don't mean like you accept to do a mission and then you're like forced to do the mission for a bit. I mean like you're forced to follow story for hours on end.
Oh, we're forced to follow story for hours on end. I don't even think there is a side quest until we get to like the planet.
I'm blanking on 11. What was 11?
11? Oh. Okay, so 11 was definitely not rail. Do you have what's the best way to describe it actually? Well, let me just say this: it's definitely not like 13. It's not like 13 in the aspect. Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say I think 13's the only railed one now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't think the others have this problem.
15 has it bad.
No, 15 doesn't rail you in until chapter 13, but at that point you're already at the end of the game.
No, whenever you accept any of the main missions, you are on that main mission for quite a while.
That's not the same thing here. You can do side quests in between the main missions. I don't think I can do side quests at all until like 20 hours later. I think you just don't like long missions. I think the only
No, I like long missions. I finished 15. I finished 13 remake.
I'm trying to think of like, I think the only forced mission you have to deal with, or the only forced missions you have to deal with are when you lose the Regalia, when you have to go talk to the Titan, and then when you meet a core. I think those are like the only forced missions until like section.
No. So you've also got after the death of Luna Freya as well.
Yeah, that's chapter 13 at that point. No, that's just the train station. I think it's like what, chapter 12?
That's 8, I believe. 8 or 9.
When Luna Freya dies?
I'm pretty sure.
No, that doesn't sound right. No, he's making fun of Final Fantasy 15. Hang on, let me look this up real quickly.
Also, 13 remake. Since when?
Making fun of 15.
I do not,
Oh, speaking of remakes, anyone hear about Final Fantasy 9 possibly getting one?
Really?
Yeah, it's like a possible thing that I've heard. Like, actually, matter of fact, just look it up on YouTube. It's like
Remaster or remake?
no, like from what I've heard, like a full-on remake. Which, if that's true, then sign me the fuck up.
I thought if they were going to redo any of them, I thought it would have been 6 after 7.
Okay,
I don't. Well, then again, 9 is pretty beloved as it is. Either some people consider it the best one of the best Final Fantasies, or the best. I personally put it really top tier. But regardless, it's liked enough to where a remake is justified. Even though I do think 6 should have got the remake first if they're actually doing that.
6 is a really big game though. Like, don't expect that for a while if they're gonna remake it. That's gonna get like the Final Fantasy 7 remake treatment.
Well, we know that 16 is coming, and we know that the prequel, the 1 is confirmed.
Oh, that's still
Which could
garbage.
technically-
That's still
Yeah.
garbage.
Would that come? I know we have to wait and see, but what do you think? Before or after the Dissidia?
It had to be after because Garland's free of the cycle in the game.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. So the first Dissidia. Okay, so I know this is okay. Let me just backtrack a bit. So the first Dissidia was basically a prequel to Final Fantasy 1.
Yes.
And then we have 012, which is just a prequel to that, essentially. Well, not prequel, but before that, essentially.
Yeah.
And then we have, oh god, then we have NT.
NT takes place like after all of the original Dissidias though, so NT doesn't really affect much.
Yeah, I just thought to bring it up because I mean it's Dissidia, so I mean Dissidia in spirit.
You
but,
know, I actually fucking hate this because you can get NT for free, but no one plays it, so there's no point even trying to play it.
But the point trying to be is how the whatever we're gonna call, I'm just gonna call it I'm Here to Kill Chaos, the game. I'm not sure where that takes place in. For all we know, it would probably be after the first cycle. After Final Fantasy 1? I don't fucking know. Fuck me.
Well, no, I feel like I feel like it's before Final. Wow. Well, I think it says in Final Fantasy 1 that Garland's killed most other knights that went after him, so it might be like one of those other knight groups that got killed. Just ignore the fact that they look like they're from Final Fantasy 15. You know, just pretend they're in a fantasy world.
I don't know, man. All I know is I am curious. I am curious on how they're gonna do this. Even though I do wish that they used the actual Warriors of Light and not whatever these fucking posers are.
Well, are you saying you don't like the boy band attire?
No, listen.
I feel personally attacked.
You cannot convince me that these are Warriors of Light. You cannot convince me at all.
Neil, fucking everyone and their mother is a Warrior of Light in this series.
Well, to be fair, the title in FF1 holds a lot more prestige than it does in just Dissidia.
Would it make you feel any better if Onion Knight is technically the canonical Warrior of Light in Dissidia now?
Listen, Onion Knight. Don't get me started on Onion Knight.
Wow.
Because, like, here's the thing about it. The sad part about it is, like, they could have used an actual character from Final Fantasy 3. Not to say that, what I mean is, they could have used, even though Final Fantasy 3's characters were, in my opinion, not as good compared to what came before, really, which kind of says a lot because it's not like we were working with some of the most complex characters either, but
Hey, my white mage is very riveting.
oh, Red Mage is carried on, well, he's not, Red Mage is carried solely on Badass Factory. That's good enough for me, and also just because of the fact he's actually really useful.
Why? Why?
What's wrong? I wonder if I'll make my lightning be a more physical build. We'll see what happens.
I don't know, man.
I'll be back later.
Oh,
Alright,
Too
let's
bad.
go.
but I'm just curious on what direction we're going to take Final Fantasy, because 16 looks really good, and truth be told, and this is just me, I do hope that they do kind of return back to a little bit of some of the roots. Like they can keep the gameplay and stuff like that, yada yada. But I do kind of wish they pulled up Final Fantasy 9 and kind of went back a little bit to Final Fantasy's roots, because it'd be nice to see that setting again, which I think that's what they're going for as well.
So you're saying you're not a fan of postmodern?
Listen, okay, I don't mind postmodern and Final Fantasy. It's just that I don't know, man. I've always been a huge fan of the more fantasy-esque settings of Final Fantasy. I mean, I know that sounds weird because of the series name, but it's like, no, that's just me.
Neo, I want my knights and, kings back and shit. I don't want that trash ass 15 king shit. I want a real king. I want an Edgar back.
No, and the funny thing about it is I don't even dislike 15. Actually, I do like 15 funny enough. Even though some people say it's disappointing, some people say it's bad, yada yada. I hear so many different things about 15, whether it's good, bad, whatever. I'm personally on the fence that the game's alright. Okay?
Continue talking.
Regardless, now, even though I don't mind the postmodern, settings of Final Fantasy, I've always been a more sucker for the fantasy-esque settings, especially since it gives them a lot more to work with anyways.
Fair enough. Hang on, I gotta use some hand grenades here.
Yes, I'm not giving Final Fantasy VII a pass either, even though I do like its world. I do like the aspects of Final Fantasy VII when it went less steampunk-ish era. Well, not really steampunk because it didn't use Steam as a main source. But point is, I like that when Final Fantasy VII, for the most part of the game, in the beginning of the game, you were mostly seeing machinery, technology, stuff like that. But once you actually break into the world, you get to see more of the beauty of the Earth itself and so on and so forth. And I really do like that contrast as well. So I like those portions of Final Fantasy VII a lot. Not to say that I don't like, the tech, you get my point, right?
I understand. You hate industrialism.
That is the weirdest takeaway from this entire comment.
It's okay, Neo. I'm not gonna
never mind. I don't need to go anywhere now.
That's good, Kyle. Neo was just telling me I hate the Industrial Revolution.
That's not what we were talking about, but okay.
I was gone for 2 seconds. How did you get to the Industrial Revolution?
Hang on, what's going on here? Oh, cool, bridge is open. Careful, Neo, it's technology. We don't want you getting scared now or anything like that.
Okay. To get you in the context of what happened is I was just telling Zim that even though I don't mind the more modern, postmodern settings for Final Fantasy, I personally am a huge preference for the more outlandish and more fantasy-esque settings for Final Fantasy and all that. That's always been something I've been a huge sucker for. So it's so I do kind of hope that 16 is more akin to that, because it'd be a breath of fresh air to say the least.
Doesn't Final Fantasy VII take place in a cyberpunk setting? No.
He literally just went over this as soon as he got. Okay.
No. All right. Red Dusk. No. Cyberpunk is no. It's not futuristic enough for cyberpunk. No.
Yeah, I would say Final Fantasy VII's world is more it's really developed, but not futuresque. I think that's kind of me doing it a bit of a disservice.
It's just
7, that depends when it comes to industrial. Are we talking the remake or are we talking the original? Because in the original, that's like a 2-hour stop-off point, and then we get into the true fantasy world.
I was actually
talking about the original. But
the remake doesn't actually let you go out, right? It ends right after you.
At the very end of the game, you leave the gates, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a shame because here's the thing: what made the original Final Fantasy VII's beginning part work so well is because again they mostly show you technology, a lot of just a lot of machinery, stuff like that settings. But then once you finally get into the main world itself, you see a lot more magic, a lot more nature and stuff. Basically what you would see akin to a regular Final Fantasy, or at least at the time, that is. It's really well done, and it's a shame that the remake doesn't do that, but at the same time, I understand because Final Fantasy VII is a really huge game to adapt into, no.
Yeah, and they decided to make it bigger by having the entire game dedicated to Midgar.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not too sure why they even bothered with the whole set, because they added several new characters and several new sections and everything. They didn't have to do that.
No, yeah. And also there's with the sequel bait, it's we may or may not see Zack.
But don't worry, only Zack, because we're not going to see anyone else from that game because of copyright purposes.
And the thing about it is, I do...
no Genesis, no Genesis, no anyone.
The thing about it is like, God damn it! It literally just left me as I was going to say it. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now it just came back to me. Oh wait, that's right. Okay, so I do kind of like how Final Fantasy VII Remake isn't exactly being a remake per se, because it's introducing some more things to it. Then again, when you put it into the context of how the in universe how the timeline got made, it makes sense why it's going down that path as opposed to a true remake.
So, are you one of those guys who's like, I want remakes to differentiate from the original significantly, or like so that way we experience something new?
No. I don't care. I'm either way. I don't care. I'm just as long as I'm getting my money's worth. I'm fine.
So when
The game is long enough that you get your money's worth. Don't worry.
So if Chrono Trigger gets remade, how much do you want it to deviate from the original game?
Okay, for Chrono Trigger, don't deviate at all. Don't deviate at all. Just keep it the same. Please.
I don't know if anyone else had the same reaction to the Sephiroth boss fight at the end, but that shit was awesome.
So I've actually avoided most of Final Fantasy VII. I know Sephiroth's in the game. I know like there's a boss battle with him because I had to watch it for like the Cyber video. But I do not actually know too much about Final Fantasy VII story beyond just that Sephiroth's back from having children. You bought Ninja Gaiden Collection with the art book? That's pretty cool. Hey Pimp, let us know if there's any good any good statements in that art book, Pimp Demon. Let us know. What the fuck is that? Oh,
Look,
what the fuck?
Listen, I typically do not mind if a game deviates or not, but Chrono Trigger is one of those games that's like, you don't really need to deviate. The game is already good enough as it is. Just basically update it, like update the graphics, you know, maybe gameplay. You can maybe brush up the gameplay or something. It doesn't have to be turn-based, so on and so forth. But don't change the story and so much stuff. Just keep it the same. It was already perfect.
So, rules for thee, not for me?
Wait, say that again? Sorry.
Rules for thee, not for me?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Neo, does I scale to star level? I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay, let me see if the comment actually... Okay, does... Ice cut... I... Okay. Series?
I thought it was Chrono Trigger, but, you know, I could be wrong.
No, there's no character in Chrono Trigger named I.
Maybe it's from Genshin Impact then?
Hey, maybe he's abbreviating because... oh, wait, okay, yep, never mind. Yep, he's abbreviating. Yep, okay. I should have known. As an Archon, yeah, she said scale as an Archon, yeah. I would prefer that you probably just call her by her name instead of that, but alright.
These guys are the worst.
Also, you have to keep in mind that like the gods themselves, they don't scale to the power that they would have as an Archon when they're taking physical form. So like Venti, for example, wouldn't be that level when he actually takes a physical form or mortal form. So like keep that in mind.
Look at Snow just completely like not understanding the context of the situation. Hope could not have been more obvious in what he wanted to say, and Snow's just like, you know, he's probably just having a bad day.
But like I said, I can't wait to get Final Fantasy 16 because I'm gonna get it regardless of how. Okay. Everyone's just asking me scaling questions.
Neo does. What the fuck is Sabotage? What the Neo? You scale some weird verses.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this time we got a Destiny question.
Oh no, Destiny. Gross.
Regarding whether she scales to orcs, I wouldn't say so. At least not fully. Maybe at most comparable.
Did you actually like Destiny's gameplay, or did you just like looking into its lore?
Both. I actually didn't mind it. I didn't mind its gameplay too much, but then again, I already fucking love Halo to this, so I can give it a free pass. So.
Hang on, do you love true Halo, or do you love that trash that came with 5?
Listen, I'm a lover of both. Listen. Okay.
How
Listen.
disappointing.
Listen. I just like Halo, alright? And by extension, I just somehow managed to like Destiny.
Boys, true Chads like Halo 4. Admit it.
I actually played Halo 4 and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I don't care what I enjoyed it.
I mean, like, it's not bad, but, like, the masterpieces had already come and gone, and Halo 4 is what we had left. It's what remained.
That is irrelevant both power and pop culture.
Damn. Actually, I'm surprised Destiny 3 hasn't been announced yet. I think Destiny 2 is still getting support, right?
Dude, that game is somehow still alive. I'm surprised.
It's got a very dedicated player base.
I mean, I'm not gonna fault them, man. I'm not gonna fault them, dude. Destiny is racking. So I'm not gonna blame them for capitalizing on it still.
Don't worry, I will. Halo 5 story-wise was disappointing, but the multiplayer now is kind of making up for it. No, right, Dust, don't fall to the dark side. Sprint should never have been in Halo.
Oh, I remember seeing this one meme where it was like poking fun at that, but like it shows all the times that fucking Master Chief sprinted in the fucking cutscenes. I'm like, it fucking killed me. I love that.
Oh yeah, it was like this meme where it's like Halo players when they say sprint shouldn't be in Halo, and then Master Chief's just sprinting everywhere. I saw that was funny. Halo 5 story didn't know what it wanted to be.
Ooh, stagger. Actually, one thing I will. Speaking of 13, and it kind of plays into 7, remake 7. I will say, even though Final Fantasy 13's gameplay is a bit weird, I will say this: it did kind of set the way for later Final Fantasies, and especially 7, with a lot of mechanics that would later be used. So I will give Final Fantasy 13 that, at least.
Well, I mean, it's just cooler Final Fantasy 7, so you know, it's to be expected. Vandal Savage? There's a character named Vandal Savage in Destiny? How'd they get away with that lawsuit?
I was gonna say, isn't it a DC character?
It is a DC character. I'm just wondering why they mention him in regards to Destiny.
Is there not a character named Vandal Savage in Destiny? I mean, I don't think you can copyright names, can you?
Depends on the name, I believe.
Maybe. I think we just go this way for now. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't recall actually fucking, because I know more about copyright law now. Obviously not a lawyer, not legal advice. You know, I gotta say that now because apparently if you don't, you can get, legally sued for saying shit. So, my non-legal ass, non-lawyer ass is covering my non-lawyer ass right now. Yeah, no, so, I don't think names can be copyrighted. It's the expression that gets copyrighted, if I remember correctly. You can't copyright mainly things, you can only copyright expression. Unless it's, like, super unique to your work, then, like, you can maybe get away with it. That's why you get so many Superman clones, actually, because you can't copyright Superman's powers, you can only copyright Superman. Now, the real question is, how the fuck do all these Superman clones exist when they're all the exact fucking same? That's the real question! Why didn't the original guy get on that fucking lawsuit bandwagon?
Why did he copyright? Why didn't he copyright the existence of a alien creature person?
Mangler, when you're not listening, you can't copyright that. I'm just saying that all Superman clones are the same, basically. So why aren't they copyrighted that way?
Because they have.
Oh,
because
there's
they have
no. It depends on what we're considering because then you have people like Sentry or Shazam who were, in my personal opinion, really fucking cool.
Well, Shazam I wouldn't really call a Superman clone since he's like actually has different things going on there.
No, he's literally Superman with magic.
No, he's a kid who wants to be Superman and gets his wish granted. Difference.
Also,
Huh.
Sentry's very different. His backstory is completely different.
I would call him Captain Marvel, but that belongs to Marvel nowadays.
I mean, if you really want to talk about Superman clone, you would have to go mainly to people like Gladiator, Hyperion.
No, Hyperion is explicitly a Superman clone. That fucker has no originality. You know?
Is Hyperion a fucking alien too, or no?
Is he what?
Is he an alien too?
I don't know. No, the thing about, although Hyperion did, at least Hyperion did evolve to become his own thing, but now when he started off, he was pure Superman clone.
Are we sure? We're not talking about Sentry, right? We're talking about Hyperion, not Sentry.
No, Sentry is a weird case because, like, how do I put this?
Very much not, because in order
Oh wow, I got a new unit.
you need to have both his powers and a similar backstory to qualify as like a Superman clone. He doesn't have all of his powers, and his backstory and personality are completely different. So like, for one, he mainly suffers from like he's not suffering from being like an alien trying to adapt to people's world. He's suffering from like basically schizophrenia being caused by the void inside of his mind, like driving him mad and attempting to threaten the entire universe. Completely different context than, you know, what's happening with Superman.
Yeah, that's why speedsters get away so easily too, is because you can't copyright having super speed. Like,
These just seem like super semantical differences.
no, like unironically, I think you can give your character a power called the Speed Force. I think you just have to express it differently. But you'd really be walking the line on that one. You're asking for a lawsuit at that point.
You can use
Yeah, no, that is very walking on thin ice right there. That's just it would be in your best interest to not even try that.
It's the same reason why nobody can copyright the term divine power or divine energy. It's like a generic thing. But if I were to say like the holy divine powers or something, and it was like basically a mechanism that was explained in anime that I like for like power sets that were given through a specific clan of gods after training. And then along comes this piece of fiction that takes the concept so thin on paper and just does it slightly differently and names it almost exactly the same thing. They're basically sweating bullets. For all intents and purposes.
Nonsense. Okay, I think this one we're just better off. Yeah, we're just better off attacking. We're not gonna stagger every time. Oh, my line's almost back. Yeah, I know. Always fun learning about copyright law, truly. Wow, I was just about to heal up too. Okay, well that answers that question. So we're dealing with the persona problem then, where like fucking, if my character dies, even if I have a fucking revive, I'm gonna fucking die. Well,
Yeah, that was another thing about this. That was another thing about this game that took a bit of getting used to. It's like every Final Fantasy game up until this point, it's like if the main character dies and it's just you can have another party fucking Phoenix down or revive them, so on and so forth.
it really invalidates the revive mechanic if you can't revive yourself.
Wait, you can't revive yourself in that game?
No, like if my player character dies, or I don't know if it's just lightning, I think it's a player character, I will lose the game.
Huh. That seems fun.
At least Western RPGs don't have this bullshit.
Oh, that's how you deflect.
Game over screen is mad. I think it's just lightning. Okay, so it's just if lightning dies.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember too much about 13 because it's been a while since I last played it.
And you probably didn't even play this one all that much. You probably played one of the other fucking 513 games.
No, actually, dude, I've literally played the entire trilogy, alright? I've played all of them. Granted, some more than others, and some I remember more than others. But... Sephiroth is a weak link compared to my boy, the one named Alexander.
Thank you, man.
Alexander.
I appreciate him.
Alexander who?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just a character from my book. Don't worry about it. You, Pimp. Good boy. There's a lot of... Am I even getting XP for these fights or not? I don't remember a level up screen going on anywhere. Oh, wait, no. This has that stupid ass level up system, right? It has the fucking crystal on or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's another problem about this game, the level up. Yep.
No. All these fights are worthless.
What's a thought pack?
Can we speedrun through this then? Because I don't think we're getting XP right now. It does? Okay, we're just gonna have to keep an eye open on fucking my health bar. I keep forgetting to link that shit. Zim, you're a woman. Fuck! I'm not gonna finish reading that. Okay, hang on. Oh, we got heal up.
The funny thing about it is, for all the shit that I talk about Lightning, she's still infinitely better than most SJW made female characters.
Having flaws will go a long way to making your character better. Lightning's entire existence is one big flaw, so, you know, she's perfect. I mean, among the protagonists, she's probably like in the top 10. I know it's not saying, well, actually, I mean, there's a lot of spin-off games, actually. Hang on.
Well, I don't know. My thoughts on... Like, here's the thing. I've said before that I don't actually hate Lightning as a character. Well, mainly due to the fact that she gets expanded on in later games of the series. Referring to 13, but... no, I don't actually hate Lightning as a character. I just feel like she's just underbaked.
Okay, so... According to Samaj, we do get XP for this, so we're gonna kill the last two guys over here. You know, it just occurred to me my dark-skinned companion is I think like the only person in my party who gets guns. Whose primary fighting style is shooting guns really strangely.
Are you getting...
No, man, come on, man.
You know, it's a good thing there's no showcasings because otherwise that might cause some problems for him.
Make sure you don't get pulled over.
The only way that would make this even better is if he actually shoot the gun sideways.
He's just like, boom. I don't think you do get XP. I think there's a crystal system. Wait, so do I... okay, fuck this. Alright, we're just gonna move on.
Introduce a police officer into the situation to make it a true blue stereotype.
Technically, Lightning is the police officer, but she quit her job, so... Hey, it's Lightning's sister. We found her. And she's unconscious.
Quit her job later to become God. Well, not literally, but savior.
She basically becomes God.
I say that's character development right there. You know, very interesting.
That's very SMT of them.
Oh. No, it's very clear. I mean, no, actually, in all seriousness, SMT really was the progenitor of all these JRPG games where you just fucking fight God or like some type of fucking God or some shit.
SMT, I did it better. I had Dante.
ヒーロー参上
Like really, because like look at the not even just the first SMT, but I'm talking about like the stuff that even came before it. Think of how many games were really going to plot lines like that. Not too many, really.
How many outfits
Around
does
the
Lightning?
time.
I don't think Lightning gets a second outfit in this
私が
game.
連れて帰る
She gets outfits in every other
誰
game.
が姉さんだお前はセラを守れなかったお前のせいで守れるよ
I don't think she actually does get another outfit. I don't remember though.
Well, so I know in the next game she gets an armor suit, and in the third game she gets a black leather outfit for some reason.
守って使命が
Interesting.
それがお前の使命なのか
分かった任せろ守るよ俺が守るセラもコクーンもみんな守る
Well, see you in 13-2.
私が何とかする
What the fuck?
See?
安心したろ
A bit of a bold
There
declaration.
you go.
I don't even think 13-2's on Game Pass, actually.
Last time I remember it wasn't. It was just 13. Oh, she's about to ascend.
Oh, you're talking about her! Oh, that's good. I was just thinking, like, Neo, are you really not going to stop by for another one of these streams? I mean, if I'm going to be here for, like, next month. So she's become hard, essentially, is, like, the best way to describe it.
You know what you were doing. You know what you were doing.
Hey, it's about time she gets to that state. Hope sure or fucking Snow wasn't doing it for her, apparently.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, so right now, only Final Fantasy 8, 10, 10, 2, the Zodiac Age, 12, and 13 are on Game Pass right now.
Huh.
I might play the Zodiac Age after SMT.
セラは
Sweet dreams. No, no. Chill. Oh wait, I didn't even mean to make that a joke.
伝説だルシの伝説だよ使命を果たしたルシは
Oh god, Lightning is about to kill everybody now.
セラもそうなんだ
Well, everyone but like Hope, who's just gonna be just there watching the entire time.
セラは未来の嫁さんだ
So actually,
ずっと一緒って約束
I
した
guess.
俺何年でも待って未来の
何が未来だ現実見ないで逃げてるだけだ
Reality. They're trying too hard at making this scene hard tugging this early on in the game.
ルシになったら
No, I think that this game has that problem in spades. They try to play so many emotional strings on you when you don't know you don't know any of these characters. But to be fair, that's not a problem with this game. That's a consistent problem Final Fantasy has in general.
No, that's a hot take right there.
I haven't played too many Final Fantasy games, but every Final Fantasy game I have has tried to shove some emotional shit down my throat without me being compelled enough to take interest in the characters before anything has actually happened yet.
Yeah, no, like they always try to play one card at the beginning of the game to try and get your emotions active. But unless you're just a pure, like empathetical person, it's not gonna work.
I've got a hot take.
It's hypothetical, but there needs to be like a pretty good reason for me to care.
What's your hot take, Kyle?
Air Step, not sad.
Damn!
Well, here's the thing. Okay. Well, here's the thing. The reason why you have that thing is because you just become desensitized to it. You just become desensitized to it. Think of it from the prospect of where you didn't have the internet at least as widely available and people didn't know too much about the air stepping.
I would.
Square Enix is like,
No, I'm just shocking, but I'd be more angry than sad because God forbid you sunk hours in the leveling her up and then it just dies.
No, for reals. I would be crying for a different reason. I'd be crying because my healer is dead, not because she's dead. My healer is dead. No.
My
Here's the
hours.
thing though. Luckily for me, I didn't spend a lot of I didn't have her a lot of my party even before I really knew what was going to happen to her. So I got off lucky.
Neo, alright, it's cool. I didn't grind her up. It's fine. Okay, Snow, I'm not laying you near her sister's body. I don't trust you while she's unconscious.
Oh, have you seen Evangelion?
Evangelion, what the
What is 13?
You know, I've never seen any of those like old like anime classics that people always set up to be like super good, like Evangelion, Neon Genesis, fucking Akira. I haven't seen any of the classics.
I've only seen 2 of the classics that I've meant to on my list. One was alright, one was very underwhelming.
Don't worry, Kyle. I'm not gonna have you name it. I don't want you to die like that.
Kyle,
No, I
remember your statement of
Samurai Champloo was pretty good. Cowboy Bebop, they're very overrated.
Ooh, no, that's an interesting one. Actually, I actually do like Cowboy Bebop, but I don't consider it like really, really, really good. I think it's just really, really good.
Oh,
the meaningful difference between that.
oh, I got hit by the fucking. Wow, my party beat me to it. I feel so ashamed. Actually, I was actually gonna say like, I feel like watching Cowboy Bebop because, since Kyle said it's not like that good.
That good. I just said that it's very overrated.
Yeah, like I want to watch it now just to see if he's telling the truth or not.
It's one of those. It's one of those series where it's like, if people didn't shove it down your throat that it was this good, maybe I'd have a different opinion. But after years and years of like hearing it from people, I was very underwhelmed.
I haven't actually heard anything about Cowboy Bebop, so if I went into it, my opinion would be totally neutral.
Neutral, Mingler says.
That's how my opinion is going into most things.
Whatever you believe, buddy. Oh, cool. Hold on.
Also, Afro Samurai was really good.
I actually was always confused what Afro Samurai was. I always thought it was just a video game, but then like I heard it had a show. And then I saw like on Death Battle, it seemed like it had a show too, so I was always confused what the fuck Afro Samurai was.
So this is where it's weird. Technically, it was a short story manga that got turned into an anime, that got turned into a game.
Okay, so it's all the same story though?
No.
Okay, now, okay.
The anime did it way better than the actual manga.
I will say this.
Although among those that you mentioned, Samurai Champloo is one of my favorite. Is my favorite anime of all time.
You know, that's kind of why I don't want to get into that Ronin Kenshi series or whatever. Cause like I feel like if I watch it, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Dude, that's actually a genuinely good series. I read it first before I watched it. Very solid.
Reading Rinoe Kenshi is like definitely a wonderful experience. Watching it is a little bit harder because it's like, especially the dubbed, it's like a really kind of slow.
The dub didn't do many things right, but
Go ahead, Kyle. Defend the
but
dub.
we got Steve Bloom, Makoto Shishio. That's what we're there for.
Okay, so.
The later portions of it are more enjoyable, but the beginning is like, oh.
I definitely say read it rather than watch it.
Most animes are not like they didn't start off as manga. They started off as light novels, and then they became manga, and then they became animes.
No. This is purely from
Wait.
like first.
Am I fighting a fucking crystal?
It's not Final Fantasy if there isn't a crystal involved at least once.
Oh, you're not wrong.
This is true.
Bruh, where's my iron pickaxe?
I didn't expect to hear that. I didn't expect to hear. I thought you were gonna go for something else, but I didn't expect to hear the fucking Minecraft.
I'm going to make him my new weapon. This ain't Dark Souls.
Well, I said this before, but Dark Souls.
I was gonna say I don't need his soul for this.
I was gonna say I pitched this in my server, but I would play the shit out of like a out of like a Minecraft RPG, like a traditional Minecraft RPG.
I think you can get mods for that actually.
No, there is mods for it. I'm just talking about like an official one made by, you know, actual people.
Dude, an actual official Minecraft like fucking RPG would be pretty lit. I don't think I can win this fight actually. I think this is one of those fights where you're supposed to lose. Never mind. It has so little. Oh, I'm gonna die already. Oh, yeah, I already lost. Yep, I already died. Damn it. Oof.
Oh, yep, you got comboed.
Yeah, I thought this was like a scripted scene where like I can't win anyways, but I can win. I just have to play like way safer. Oof. Hit his arms. Yeah, I didn't think I could actually win this fight because I know what happens next. I know like I don't like escape, so to speak. How do I skip cutscenes? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. No! No!
If you want to talk about issues, that's the issue that almost every fucking modern Final Fantasy game has.
No!
From 10 onwards.
Why is it unskippable? Alright, boys. We can only lose once per fucking boss fight, because I am not gonna have the patience to go through this over and over again.
Wait, does it not let you skip the cutscene?
It doesn't, I can't skip it.
Oh, so
no.
it's like a PlayStation 4 game now.
Alright guys, no death run, let's go.
Dude, if they do remake Final Fantasy 13, like please add that as a thing because they like remastered Final Fantasy 10. And they didn't add the skippable cutscenes.
What do you mean
it's not. In Final Fantasy X, it isn't bad, but like in some cutscenes, it's just really fucking. Like imagine trying to fight Seymour Flux, right? And every time you die to him, you have to go through that cutscene again and again.
You mean that 10-minute speech?
No.
Yes, I fucking hate that. No, because he killed me so many times, and I had to go through that cutscene just to fight his ass again, just to get full life just to get turned into a zombie in full life, instant death.
I really do replay value, and then there's the point where the game is just being spiteful.
No, overall, like I said, that's probably one of the things about Final Fantasy X. I will actually say that may be annoying at some parts. It's just the cutscenes. Like they're typically not like dragging on, but like when you put them before a fight that you have to go, yeah, it kind of fucking wears me down, especially when the fight just fucking cheeses you. That's not the only time either, but
it's okay. It's okay. You think you can kill Falsi? Dude, Zaz, you're talking to the person who's gonna kill God in like the next game. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Isn't Zaz's son like a crystal at this point? Oh, and if I remember correctly, he's fucking like being controlled by this, for some reason, really attractive evil businesswoman. I think she even has a riding crop and shit too, if I remember correctly. Hang on. Alright, we gotta attack the arms. Oh, right. Let's go for that left ability first. Oh boy!
But I do really hope that Square does remake Final Fantasy VI, like just full-on remakes, because that game more than fucking deserves it, man.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
And I don't think, and I've said it, and I haven't said this in the server specifically, but I've said before that Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorite games, period, much less RPGs.
Okay, we're never gonna be able to stagger him. We're just gonna keep hitting. Okay, so it looks like we can just wait for like the attacks to go in. I've never played Final Fantasy VI. I only know about it because it's actually pretty famous around the Final Fantasy community.
Dude, do yourself a favor and play this game if you can find some way Somewhere.
I know where you can get it for free.
Unfortunately, I don't have any
Whoa.
ways to play it right now, Neo, but I'm sure somewhere along the way I'll find a way.
I can.
Listen,
do it.
no, Kyle. I didn't want to mention emulators to him because apparently he's just too good for that.
Hey, man, I don't want to judge you guys or anything. It's just that I like
doesn't like. No. He doesn't like pirating unless it's convenient for chapters for him.
That's not true. That is not true. How dare you, Kyle?
I remember a couple of months back. Hey, do you have these Fist of the North Star chapters? Yes, I do, son.
I don't recall asking you for such a thing.
It's not true until someone else has already done the work using a pirated source and then offers to give it to him, and he's like, well, I won't put you down.
Well, I mean, like, the problem is that a lot of the ones I read aren't actually available in the US right now. Like, Fist of North Star is barely being re-released in English officially, which I am buying another version of. So it's not the same thing.
I was gonna say, to be fair, I don't think America is ready to handle the amount of the bloodshed that Kenshiro has on his hands.
Dude, when I heard people say Kenshiro's not pure good, I get like a little triggered. It's like, what? Just killing people instantly makes you a bad person? No, get out of here with that baby logic.
It depends on how many people you're killing and in what way you're doing it.
Well,
Neo, don't answer that question.
The people he kills pretty much deserve it.
The people he kills are the scum of the earth. Now, how he's killing them is a little bit of a different story.
I was gonna say, isn't he like exploding their bodies from the inside by like?
Listen, there's one panel that I remember, and this person was soaring into this old man's head, and Kenshiro just like comes up behind him.
Kenshiro is a very good person. He's practically a saint if it wasn't for Toki being the true saint of that story. Okay, so here's where we're gonna get branded against our will and then forced to do work for a group of people we don't know anything about. So, fun times. Kenshiro's a good person. No, so like, it's just like they don't.
Funny.
Look, man. Look, how you kill people does not mean they die really quickly. They die relatively quickly.
Sometimes.
They die. Yes, they die quickly, but in some of the most dramatic fashions. Period.
So this is the difference between they die quickly, yes, but it's very painful.
No, it's not. Only some of them are.
Like, no, you're already dead. Oh wait, it didn't work. Let me try again.
If I remember correctly, like one of the most brutal deaths is a guy's chest just bursts open on him. But
Like, what is this, alien?
But that's not the most pain. That's not the most pain. Oh no, I think. If I'm being honest, the most painful death I think in that series I've seen is probably Ray's death. Cause yeah, I know. Like basically, that death is probably the most painful one. But it's not like, well, it actually is incredibly bloody. You're not even allowed to see the final death because it's so bloody. Wait, what the hell's going on?
Damn it.
Wait! Fuck! I forgot! Who gets their fucking summon first? Is it Hope? No, not Hope, my bad. Is it fucking, does Hope even get a summon in this game?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know where I remember where this is going, I think. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Cause I know Lightning gets Odin, and I know Snow gets the two biker chicks, but I don't know what the other people get. The fuck?
My accuracy with these shorts.
No, no, let me skip you. No.
Oh shit, it's Xanarkand. No.
Wow. Wow, Neo. Wow. I actually get that reference.
Oh my goodness. I thought that was a puzzle.
Snow actually has some really good friends. They were like bartenders and shit, and like he just wants to get his wife back and they immediately go into battle.
一足遅かったね。彼女いつもの場所で待ってるってさ。
It does look like Xanarkin.
で、探してるのって。
Now I'm just half expecting Oron to just show up out of fucking nowhere. I'm so sorry.
So for those of you who haven't played that game, that's my 6th party member who was drinking that wine or whatever. So I'm not gonna fault this game too harshly for trying to set up these emotional backtones this far into the game. Because Final Fantasy 15 kind of does it like that too, but you can watch Kingsglaive and get like invested with Kingsglaive first. And then you have to watch the anime for Brotherhood to understand how they all became friends. There's a lot of expanded media on Final Fantasy now that I think about it.
怒るよね。ずっと隠してたから。
At least most of it's free.
セラの分まで俺が叱られるよ。なあ、もっとでかい
Let
願い
me
にしろよ。
see here.
願いを叶える伝説の花火なんだぞ。
伝説か。
You know, I think I'll probably play Nier Replicant off stream since it doesn't work too well for streaming. If I still have to beat...
Basically Jedi right now.
を手に入れる。
Can I tab out?
どうしろってんだろうな。
I just get killed by a force field bounce.
突き止めて。
Okay, I can tab out, but you guys can't see shit if I tab out. Okay.
使命を果たしてもクリスタルで。
Sorry guys, it's really, it's a shame I can't skip these. Well, this one actually is the first time, but it's like I've already seen this before, so I'm not too invested.
ついでにな。こういうの詳しくないから気に入るといいけど。
Like most games I play for you guys are usually first times. This is like, so half of this game is going to be a first time, the other half's not going to be.
何があっても俺がついてる。永遠についてる。
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are on sale, but I can't stream them, right? That's what you said, Mangler?
俺と
What?
You said you can't stream Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3?
結婚してくだ
You
さい。
cannot stream Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, that is correct. The Vengeance is also on sale, but you can't stream that one either.
やったー。
No, only some of the best Metal Gear Solid games. Oh, why would we even want people to see those?
Bruh, why would you stream those? You can stream MGS5.
Dude, imagine streaming MGS5 when you got Rising. Fuck out of here.
Oh, okay, so this is what Pimp Demon was talking about.
願いが叶った。
If you buy the Ninja
さっ
Gaiden,
き花火に願ったんだよ。
if you buy the Master Collection, you get the digital art book and soundtrack.
No, that's the digital. That's the deluxe edition.
私の願いを
Yeah, so that's what fucking that's what Pimp Demon was talking about. I thought he got the
お
physical
姉ちゃんに
one.
話せるよね。ルシになったこと。
I didn't get the deluxe edition.
翻訳発表の方が大事だろう。
I didn't get
Well,
that.
Mangler, just remember that that series is canon to
ライ
DOA.
トニングどんな顔するだろうな。
No, I'll just say DOA is canon to that
これから
series.
は姉さん
I'm afraid DOA is the actual main series now.
Yeah, you guys say this,
It has more games, Mangler. It has like 9 games in Ninja Gaiden's 4. That is a safety hazard, driving through fireworks. You should not do that if you ever have the chance. You will be burned a lot.
Is that a challenge?
Is that a challenge?
Oh, they're like right directly at the fire. Dude, you're trying to get your face blown off.
レースの
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Snow can take it. Man, Snow sucks so much ass that even in Upper Umbria, he's not good.
That's a PSA right there.
We almost got hit by some fireworks. Fuck! I can't believe that just happened.
I wonder who could have seen this coming.
I've seen this. Oh my god.
来年もここで見よう。
I'm gonna say, those are some very good looking fireworks.
No, like,
Doesn't
Storm-
mention- Oh, sorry.
this animation is like fucking great, even today.
Not to mention, there's so many fucking fireworks, dude. What the hell?
Dude, what is
Why are
this
you,
city?
how many fucking cases of fireworks do you guys have?
I think they might be digital to an extent.
They gotta be, because someone down there is clearly going happy-go-lucky.
Someone's just running around with a new box of fireworks every 5 seconds to put it down.
Let's just say, I was denied my 4th of July for 5 years. No longer.
So I think Snow recently got a
crazy.
burst weapon in the Japanese version of the game, and he's slightly better, but I think he died off almost immediately again, because he's fucking trash. Worst tank in that fucking game. That was 2 boatloads of fireworks used in this show. I mean, I'm just so impressed by the animation. Like, the animation quality for these CGI scenes is like fucking chef's kiss.
I'm gonna be real. Snow had a lot of potential, but it's just that they didn't want to use them that much. Well, not that much. They just didn't want to use them right.
I heard that the Japanese did not like Snow at all, at least in this version of the game. So that's why when he became a villain, that's why everyone likes the villain version better. I mean, he's got a nice outfit
fair.
as a villain, but like I don't know any of his character or motivation. Hope, I need you to get the fuck up! Oh, my mom's dead! Get up and fight!
見事決勝だと
Lightning took all the edge from Snow's potential. Him being a villain was just him trying to get back his relevancy.
どうやってここに
私が知るか
If I remember correctly,
どうして
セラだ
don't they have several
こんなに
fucking...
上から落ちたのに助かるなんて奇跡だろセラが助けてくれたんだ
ふざけるないいかセラはお前のせいで
Hang on, like, I'm trying to remember, how the fuck does, where the fuck are there fucking... Oh, wait, hang on. He's summoning something. Oh, that's right, I got powers now. I got the magic system, guys. Why is Hope angry when he says he used magic?
お主に呪われたんだ無視にされたんだよ
Hope, I need you to calm the fuck down and start buffing my team, because that's all you're good for. I mean, it's still more useful than Snow, but still. Oh, I got the Paradigm system finally. Yeah, we don't need that.
Funny enough, if they actually ever do decide to remake Final Fantasy 13 as well, I think I've said this like several times before, like that one phrase, but this time I think it's gonna be the last time I'm gonna say it though. I think they should do what they did similarly to Lightning Return, because I think among the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, that was the best gameplay wise and the most fun.
I've never played any of the Final... I've never even been in this one. I've only played this one, so I don't know what the other two have in store for me.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love Lightning Return. I actually unironically like that game.
本当に
Unironically.
Except
13
for
2 is
except for its 13-day system, am I right? You know, Majora's Mask was just like, really, you gonna take that from me?
okay. Besides the 13-day system, yes, I actually really do like that game. It's actually really good.
全員ルシカ
Where's Hope's Lassie Mark actually? I don't remember where he is. His is at.
僕は
Oh my god, Hope is going through so much right now.
背中に手を出すから
I feel kind of like, so the problem is this game's so melodramatic that he's not even like,
あんたのせいで
he's the only one who has the right to be melodramatic right now. His mom died, and he can't even like, he doesn't have the guts to confront the person who killed them.
おい
And it's like, I don't really understand, like, it doesn't work because everyone else is so melodramatic too.
悪い
大丈夫だから
It's a shame. I know that Vanille like is like a crazy bitch, and that's kind of a shame because like she's like the only decent human being in this party.
No, you're not even wrong about that. Listen, you're not even wrong about that. So, yeah.
You know, redheads. You know, redheads named Vanille. Just watch out for them. You know.
No, unironically, I find redheads attractive. I really do.
Redheads are the best.
Yeah.
So it's a simple man, want simple things in life. You know, an unrealistic hair color. You know, simple request. Hang on, where the fuck is the save point at? Oh, this camera is so.
Oh, but you know, one of these days, I'm telling you, one of these days, humans are gonna evolve to have naturally pink hair. I mean, anime has already done it, so.
Watch blue hair and green hair become fucking commonplace in like 50 years.
I just genuinely be wondering, how did these characters be getting the pigmentation and genes to make naturally pink hair?
Magic, son. All about the magic.
So I'm looking at, I'm also looking at you, fucking Sakura, you know, whatever.
Sakura's parents, they even had red hair, or they just black haired?
No, they don't even have red hair. I think you actually see her parents in the anime, and one of them, I think, is like a brunette. I'm just like, how did this have like reasonable length to pretend that you know Shikamaru's parents, Naruto's parents, fucking like Sasuke's parents. Yeah, like every person in that village, same hair color. Sakura is like, nah. I was born with pink hair, straight out of the womb. Well, I've never seen the stream chat. Updates. Stream. There's a red recording button down at the bottom.
I always find it funny when Japanese people voice black people.
What the fuck? What? Where'd that come from?
That came out so wrong, and I'm sorry.
I mean, you're black. You can say that. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just finding it funny on how they how they actually do, how they do typically voice black people whenever they actually do show up in Japanese media. It's funny.
Their voices are usually deeper.
I mean, to be fair, that's not far off though. That's not far off. That's actually mostly accurate.
I've met very few African Americans who did not have a deep voice.
You're talking to one of them.
Oh, this entire time I was actually weirdly under the impression that we were listening to the English dub, but it was like.
No, so I guess I fucked up. I didn't realize I had to set an English dub into the game. I thought it would start off in English right away.
No, the same thing happened with the Final Fantasy X remaster. I was confused on why all the thing was in fucking Japanese, so I had to set it to English. You probably have to do the same. You probably can do it from the settings on here as well, maybe.
I already tried doing it from the settings. I think I have to go to the main menu. Oh, I remember how bad this was. Oh.
Or they really tried to do the grid system, but they didn't do it in a way that makes sense. Or matter of fact, they just didn't do it at all.
This grid system fucking sucks, bro. Like you don't get any freedom whatsoever. You can only choose which one to level up on. So, oof.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, have a nice night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, shit. We're not gonna be able to hit all of them, are we? Alright, cool. What are my techniques? I just get the one that tells me their weakness. The grid system sucks? Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Unfortunately, that's definitely one of the bigger flaws I remember with this game from my time playing, is the level mechanic was Garbage. Okay, hang on. We got a new item for the Neo. It increases her magic, that's fine. We'll give her a heal, Wayne. Oh, wait, so does that mean Lightning Ray has access? Because normal is bullshit later on, honestly. I want casual XP, not grinding. Okay, so I do remember this game gets a massive fucking, out of nowhere, it gets a massive difficulty spike. Because I remember that later on you fight one of the Lassie. I think he's like a guy in a white suit. I think his name was like Rainier or something, or Ramus. That fucker fucked me up.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, no, this dude comes out of nowhere and wrecks your shit. You just have to know how to do him.
Like, fuck, game. I was not ready for this one today. Yeah, so, everybody hates him. He's coming out in Opera Omnia pretty soon. I heard he's pretty busted, so at least they keep that consistent. I think the
who isn't in fucking Omri or whatever?
Everyone from Tactics besides fucking the two like blondes.
Call them the two blonde. Anyways,
Well, I think his name was fucking Ivern, and no, it's Ramza and what's the other chick's name? Agrius. Ramza and Agrius. They're the only two Tactics characters for some reason. Cause like everyone complains that Type 0 has too many characters because Type 0 has their entire class and Tactics has 2 characters. Final Fantasy 1 only has 2 characters too. I don't know what they're complaining about. And don't just tell me that they only have 2 characters in the actual fucking game. Okay, hang on. What the hell's going on here? I can't finish Type 0? I have Type 0 on my fucking Xbox, but it's kind of like a really... Its gameplay did not age well. Okay, so my problem here is... In this game in particular, they're going to be giving us cutscenes every 5 minutes, but the game wants us to believe like hours or like at least a few minutes have passed. Because I remember at one point, Hope and Lightning are together in the game, and they're going through an underground section, and fucking Hope's like, I want to kill Snow. Lightning's like, yeah, let's go kill Snow. It's a good idea. Let's go do that. And then the very next cutscene, Hope, I think it's a bad idea to kill Snow. You just said it was okay like 2 minutes ago.
I think maybe, I mean, to be fair, that's realistic. Sometimes people have instant regret.
Man, can Lightning just stop giving off like these weird... Well, I mean, I guess she's not getting off mixed messages. She just really hates him. Okay, Hope. Yes, use him as a human shield. Good idea, Hope.
Lightning is literally the phrase woke up and chose violence.
How is she not cold in that outfit?
Done.
I mean, clearly that... Oh, no. Oh.
She just tossed the fuck out this dude. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, command execution? What the hell is this? Okay, abilities.
Lightning is Virgil's campaign in Final Fantasy. Here's the thing about that. Funny enough, if Devil May Cry were to have like an RPG sort of like that, it could actually work. Obviously not exactly like how 13 is, but you get my drift.
Yeah.
Which I said before, which I'm surprised DMC has never really gotten like an RPG like traditional RPG like game. Like I know. There's the mobile. There's that one mobile game. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
console or something.
I know what you mean.
経験ゼロの連中が高い武器を振り回してるだけさ。特務機関の人間より普通の軍人さんの方が地味な任務で鍛えてらっしゃる。俺たちルシの敵じゃねえわけ。
図に乗るな。
I think Snow takes way too much in
サイコムの精鋭は化け物だ。
I think Snow's taking this way too much in stride.
終わりだ。
Like his girlfriend turned into a fucking crystal.
だったら逃げようよ。
おい。
She just ran off. Okay.
Well, she said running's a good idea. To be fair, she's not wrong at this point. And
Bro, how is you brought up an interesting point. How the hell is everyone, specifically Lightning, not cold as hell?
Lightning's like, the sex appeal keeps me going. I mean, that's what this outfit was designed for. No one can fucking deny that.
他の人たち。
I mean, to be fair, it's not like her design is sexual. It's just that she is attractive.
Buddy? Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Neo, I won't judge you.
And now, if you want to talk about someone who really feels like they were made to be really sexy, look at Vanille. Her design is even more revealing.
You know, I've heard people bring up the fact that she moans all the time as something like that. I don't get it, but I can kind of see it. Because, like, in any one of her cutscenes, she makes the most awkward sounds. Like, if these sounds were made by someone in real life, you'd probably want to, like, distance yourself from them.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure about that. no, I'm not that. I'm not that type
Okay,
of dude.
Neo, well, you know what? Okay, now I know where to get the inspiration for all those train hentai scenes.
Oh my gosh, man.
Alright.
What? I'm surprised nobody here from out of context just looks down on me more so than they already do.
It'd be kind of weird if they look down on you. It'd be kind of weird if they look down on you and not on me. I mean, it's not like you read Ugly Bastard or anything like that, right, Neo?
I'm not. Listen. You're gonna.
Oh my!
Oh god.
You
this is
sick
gonna-
fuck!
This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. Here's the thing. Certain circumstances.
Oh
Even
no!
Even though I do not like this genre, there are instances where I've seen some NTR that I actually do like.
Oh! Well, it's a good thing, you know what? No one knows you show up here, Neo. Otherwise, they might judge you for it. So I'll have to do it in their place.
That's not even the most embarrassing thing that I personally like. I will say this because I don't care what people think of it, but and here's the thing: I don't even know why. I cannot explain this. I cannot explain the psychology of why I find this hot, but I find humiliation porn fucking hot as shit.
Humiliation? What the fuck? I don't think I'm familiar with that category.
Okay, so you would think that it's basically like BDSM, but no, it's actually different. Okay, so what it is, humiliation is basically when you embarrass or like basically make someone lower than you. In a sense, it could be like verbal, it could be sexual, it could be someone like that. Obviously, it's consensual. It's not like actual, you know. But basically, like embarrassing the person, making them go through turmoil, whether it be emotional stuff like that, so on and so forth. Yes, I know I sound like a psychopath, but
maybe there's some reasoning behind reparations after all. Hey, look, man.
for some reason, I don't know why I even find it hot. I just do. I literally don't know why.
It's okay, Neo. This is a safe place. Crazy. Oh, how the fuck did I get 3 stars for that? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, game. I wonder if there are.
In general though, I don't like the Ugly Bastard. It's not even just because of the fact that he takes away from it. It's just that I'm really not understanding the. Well, okay, that's a lie. I do understand the appeal. It's just not for me.
It's like, Zim, I don't know how to tell you this, but I actually look like a decent human being, so it just doesn't work for me.
My question is, how do you manage to get that ugly? Jesus Christ. These people tend to be really fucking ugly.
Hang on. Alright, we're good for now. Let me see. BW Outfitters. Alright. I forgot how the shop system here works. I think this might be the only Final Fantasy game where buying weapons in the shop is actually the best option. I don't think there's like too many off-the-road options you get with weapons.
It depends on the game. For for example, for Final Fantasy X, buying weapons actually really helps you a lot, especially with the effects that come with them. It just depends on the Final Fantasy game. But for the most part, I would definitely say I agree with that statement though. We're
Wait,
just walking around.
is Lightning's real name not Lightning? Alright, fair enough. It's very minimal dialogue, but if this kind of dialogue was in like Nier Automata, it would have made the game much more enjoyable with all the fucking traveling around. Oh my goodness, we got another fucking cutscene, holy shit!
No, her real name isn't Lightning, but I'm not gonna say what her actual name is.
You actually do find out in later games then?
Sorry.
You actually do find out in the later games then?
Yeah. Oh, there are so many bro. Okay, that's one thing I haven't. Okay, so one thing I completely forgot about is how many cutscenes there are, like in between traveling. I didn't remember it being this many. Jesus, man.
Oh no, there's less cutscenes in this section than some other sections. Like yeah, it does not hold like back on its fucking cutscene design. I think we're gonna get a cutscene like in like 2 minutes. I'm calling it right now. Okay, hang on. There's a fight, so I call a cutscene like a minute after this fight. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but we'll see what happens.
But no, that's just something I literally completely forgot about, and then just completely remembered watching this stream. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, it's not been too long after the last cutscene. Are you serious right now?
We got 12 Christian points, yeah, so... I don't think the grind's not as bad in this game, because leveling up in this game is just nowhere near as essential as it is in, like, fucking the other, like, RPGs I've played. This game's more item-focused.
Funny enough, there are, hold on a second, what was I gonna say? Funny enough, shit, I was literally gonna say something. But no, it literally just came to mind, and it has something to do with Final Fantasy and what you just said. But there was another Final Fantasy game that's basically like that as well, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, my Final Fantasy repertoire is not too massive, so I can't, like, speak too much on the other games.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel actually really satisfied having played basically all of the main games.
Well, it's certainly quite the time sink, so yeah, certainly quite the accomplishment. And none of them are easy either. Some of them are actually kind of on the harder side. Especially the older games. Older games are fucking... Those games are merciless at times.
Dude, yeah, no, the older Final Fantasies were just straight up brutal. I think especially 5, that game will fuck you up. That game's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, but that game didn't hold back, man. It's not beginner friendly at all.
That's X-Death's campaign. That's X-Death, right?
Yeah, that's the one with X-Death, the tree.
Ironically enough, he actually recently got his rework on Operamia. Pretty good, but just a little too unique to be useful across the board. That's...
I don't care what anyone says. X-Death was one of the most accomplished antagonists in the series. The only person who was more accomplished than him was Kefka.
Wait, hang on. Where the hell am I supposed to go? How'd I get lost in a fucking linear game? Okay, so I killed those guys, and then oh, there it is. Okay, so I was a little... There we go.
On the bright side, at least you don't have to worry about random encounters, because by now you would have been thrust into a battle if this was any other Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Probably like difference of opinion, but like I'd rather take the streamlined fucking story mode than I would the random encounters. Some of those.
That's a preference thing for sure, because not everyone's into that, and that's understandable as well. I personally don't mind it because I'm just already accustomed to it. I mean, I'm an RPG fan, my favorite genre, so I'm just already fucking used to it. But no, I can understand people don't like random encounters though.
Okay, I actually remember this part, so we're actually gonna stop this. We're actually gonna stop playing here because I actually remember this is where Snow gets his summon. And it's gonna be a couple tries. I already remember this. This is actually pretty. It might be easier this time around, but for the most part, I don't want to like risk it tonight. Cause I remember how bullshit that one was the last time I fucking played it. So with that said, the stream will be ending a little earlier today than usual. I don't want. If I'm free tomorrow, I'll continue the stream since I started so late today because updating this game, like downloading it and then I download another program from Xbox 2 to play it. I don't know why. For some reason, my fucking $1,200 PC couldn't just run it naturally. Money well spent. Feels good. So yeah. So I might play a bit tomorrow. We'll see what happens. If not, we'll pick it up again. We'll pick it up again on Wednesday or Sunday if I can't find another game. But yeah, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys on the next stream.